So this is the One Coat Whoa mascara from Huda Beauty. I got the tester version. I've got my my eyelash curlers too, because I will be using those. But this is what it looks like, and this is in deepest black. Sorry, no, very, very black. And this is what it looks like. Really nice packaging. Again, I got this for £11 on Cult Beauty. This is the tester size, or the trial size, and I'm just going to show you the brush. So I've got a lot to say about it, and some are good, some, you know, they could probably work on, but let's have a look. So this, first of all, is what the brush looks like. Now I tend to, as it comes out, a lot does come out, so I always kind of clean the brush beforehand, and you can see what I mean. A lot does come out. This is what the brush, in terms of the shape, looks like. You can see the bristles there. So they're all different shapes, but they do get thicker in the middle. So that's what that looks like. So what we're going to do quickly is just curl the lashes, and I've got my mirror just to curl them, and then we'll come back. So I'm ready with my mirror. So basically I think the whole pretense of this is that it's just one coat. You just need one coat, and then you're good to go basically. So let's have a look. I've used this about 3 times. So again, when it's all completed in a couple of minutes, I will kind of say kind of what I think. So I'm just going to use my close-up mirror here, and I'm going to start to put it on. So I will say a lot goes on, obviously, the first time, just with the first brush. But before drying, just make sure you're comfortable with how the lash has turned out. So for me, the thickness, so I'll kind of go into things as we're going along. So the thickness for me is good and bad. So I think that if the brush was thinner, you could get individually a little bit better. But what you could do with that is get a, you know, one of those individual, just, you know, the kind of lash, you can get like a multi-pack of wands that are just, you can throw out afterwards and just, you know, to use. But before it dries, I'll just put it on quickly, and then kind of go into it. So you can see it definitely gives you that like whoa effect for sure. And I like to put on about 3 or 4 coats before it dries. A little bit of fallout there, and you can see there how it kind of individually just grasps those lashes, and it doesn't clump them together, which is great. So I'll do the other lash now, and we'll come back. Okay, so that's like 3 coats on each eye, and I've got a couple of things to say. So some positives. The color is really good, really nice black. Sometimes you can get kind of a mid-tone black, but it is really a deep black. Packaging is really nice. The brush for me is too thick. I think a thinner brush with fiber mascara, those fiber mascara ones, are just really nice. I think it would set off the fact that it is a quality brand like Huda Beauty. I think a thinner brush, wand, would have gotten into all those places. Sometimes when it's such a chunky brush like this, you're very aware of going right into those inner corners. A lot of fallout, I will say, with this too. When you apply it, there is some fallout. The other thing that I wanted to say just about fallout is it's not waterproof, so that's something. And also, I went to my friends, it wasn't went to meet them for coffee, wasn't raining or anything like that, but you know, the pure kind of perspiration of just walking, things like that, it started to kind of, every time I blinked, it would come off above here. So that was surprising to me, but it's good to note, because I wouldn't use it in certain weather, things like that, because it is not waterproof at all, I found personally. And then obviously just going day to day, doing little tasks, meeting people, things like that, over time it kind of sweats off as well, which isn't very attractive either. But I did get the tester version for a reason. I did want to test it. I would give it maybe a 6 out of 10. I would give it the 6 because if I was going aesthetically, the packaging is really nice. I wanted to say that the formula, if it was waterproof, would be a quality formula. So the formula is really good. You can definitely see, I mean, if I did some on the lower lashes too, just so you could see for comparison. So you can see there, guys, if that stayed on all day, absolutely amazing. So I am giving the formula and the texture really high points for that. But what's bringing it down is by 4 is the fact that it's not waterproof. The brush is really clunky. and that kind of affects the overall look, because throughout the day it just comes away. So for me personally, it was really good trying it. I do love Huda Beauty. I've got some of their eyeshadow palettes, but for me the mascara just didn't really hit the mark for me. I've got other brands that are kind of Maybelline, things like that, that do like a really good job too. So it wouldn't be something I would purchase, but it was certainly something interesting to do. I did actually use it 5 or 6 times at least, just to get a really good kind of quality review for you guys, because it is, it does have a lot of promises, and it does say, you know, that it is, I haven't seen actually, it does say that it's you know, one coat wow, which you could certainly curl your lashes and do one coat, as you can see, and it does make an amazing difference to the eyes. But you want that, the whole point of that is for it to last the whole day and not come off, and not waterproof. So that's just a huge thing for me, guys. So from that reason, I wouldn't get it again, or I wouldn't repurchase it. Again, this is the tester version from Cult Beauty. Again, do have a look yourself and try it if you want to. My personal kind of opinion is the formula is nice. Where they go down a bit is the brush. I think the brush is too thick. I think it clunks the mascara onto it, and then there's always kind of, I constantly have to do this before I use it, and there's some, and that may have a lot to do with the wand as well, and the fact that it is so clunky when it comes out. It doesn't have time to kind of, it just pulls everything out with it basically. So a thinner brush for me, a thinner wand, is always really good. And you also have to make sure the top, there's nothing on the top there, because then that will just go straight onto the eye and stick the lashes together. So you don't want that. So for me, guys, it wouldn't be something I'd purchase again. I'm not going to really use it again. It's really nice packaging. Again, Huda Beauty are one of my favorite kind of makeup brands, but for me, I wouldn't buy it again. So that's just the end of that part of the video. Yes, make your own mind up about it. If you have used it, guys, do let me know below, and I'll see you in the next one.